So you can ask the question, at what speed must Earth rotate so that the centrifugal force exactly balances the gravitational weight that you'd otherwise have? You might ask that question.
I just did, through you, right now.
So if you spin Earth faster and faster and faster,
Right.
you weigh less and less and less and less. So this Chuck, 190 pounds, 185, 180, 170, 150, 150. There's a point where you will weigh zero. And
Which
you'll
is
just hover over the equator, standing there. Do you know what speed that is? I'll tell you.
Okay.
If Earth rotates once every hour and a half.
Damn.
Okay? Now that's fast, but think about it. Think about it, okay? If we rotate once every hour and a half, and you're just floating there above the Earth, you are actually in orbit around the Earth.
That's right.
Okay? Do you know how long it takes the space station to make one orbit around the Earth?
Let me guess.
90 minutes.
You didn't let me guess.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Here we go. Wait. Watch this. 90 minutes.
So, of course, it's a couple hundred miles up, so it's a little longer, but basically it's in the 90-minute zone. Okay, Earth's surface up to what we call low Earth orbit, LEO, low Earth orbit. It all happens in about 90 minutes. So you can recover what happens in orbit by spinning the Earth so fast that everyone on the equator weighs zero, and that happens right when we complete one rotation in basically an hour. But I think if you do the math, it's 88 minutes, but
Wow.
good for these purposes. So that's just kind of a fun fact about the rotation of the Earth, I think.
That is really cool. I mean, so you could actually, that's like super low Earth orbit.
Yes. And you don't have to worry about ducking the trees because everybody with you is also orbiting.
Floating.
Exactly. Is also floating. That's right.
Cool.
I left out something. Earth is slightly flattened at the poles and slightly wider at the equator. We might have said this on another explainer.
Right.
So we're oblate. We're sort of hamburger shaped rather than prolate, which would be hot dog shaped, stretched pole to pole. We're flattened at the equator. So everyone on the equator is farther away from the center of the Earth than people living on the poles, people and penguins living near the poles. If you're farther away from Earth's center, the force of gravity on you is less. So already their weight is less just because Earth is bulbous at the equator relative to the poles. Then you throw in the rotation on top of it. Folks on the equator got it made in the shade.
Well, watch out, Atkins. There's a new diet coming.
It's a new keto diet.
It's a new keto diet, the super low Earth orbit diet.
Earth orbit diet.
The super low
Again,
Earth orbit
diets
diet.
are so that you lose mass, not that you lose weight.
Oh, yeah,
All right,
that's
just
right.
to make that
I keep
clear.
forgetting that.
And Chuck, one last thing. I said Coriolis force was another sort of fictitious force. So air pockets going north from the equator overtake the land that they find themselves over because it was going sideways faster than the new place it finds itself. Okay, so it overtakes it. Air pockets moving due south find themselves on land that's moving faster than they used to be. So what happens is, if you have a low pressure system, air from above it ends up coming in behind it, and that creates a general circulation that is counterclockwise for all storms and nearly all tornadoes. Okay, there's some exceptions, but it requires extraordinary circumstances to counterbalance that. So all storms in the northern hemisphere rotate counterclockwise. If you sped up Earth, you increase the Coriolis forces, and then you have ferocious storms, such as what's happening on Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter's way bigger than Earth.
Yeah.
But it's 10 times across, okay? You can fit like 10 Earths across the width of Jupiter, something like that. Maybe 8 Earths. And Jupiter rotates twice as fast as Earth does.
Oh.
There it is. So Jupiter had the great red spot. Oh, the beautiful red spot. It is a storm. And it's been raging for more than at least 300 years. Okay? So these are the consequences of
That's a
rotating.
weatherman's. Never, I can't.
It's a weatherman's happy place. Yes.
I was going to say yes.
The weatherman will always have a job on Jupiter.
That is a weatherman's dream, just like that. A 300-year storm.
Yeah.
I'll never be fired. I got a lifetime job.